Welcome back to Vanguardian News. I'm your host, Mahfouz Al-Qadir, and we're just coming back. Just still a lot of scuttlebutt about this delay of transferring power and transitioning the power, or getting everybody on board for this the peaceful transfer of power, and having everybody up to speed with Donald Trump. Donald Trump has failed to concede the election, and for reasons that he only knows. He believes he won the election, obviously, but he has no evidence to back that up, and that's the one most important thing. He hasn't produced any evidence throughout his court of law hearings. Everything that he filed lawsuits at, every court district, the latest being Pennsylvania, has basically didn't see where they can go any further as far as his case. And he's exhausted all of his legal avenues there. So, for better words, lack of evidence. And well, I mean, he's going to continue on. We know that. But the whole thing is, what is his end game? What is he ultimately? Is his pride that damaged that he cannot come and address the American people and have a detailed evidence, or charts, PowerPoint, illustrations, graphics, disparities in number drops, as far as here and there, anything that we can see as an American public, voters, that can get behind his theory or claims. So far, he hasn't put anything on the scoreboard, and I believe it's pretty frustrating for the court system and for the judges who's making these decisions, because they're being hauled into court on something that it seems to be just a rerun and a rerun and a rerun, and it's the same old story. At the end of the day, you get thrown out because the president has failed to produce any significant evidence. So it's an uphill battle for him, to say the least. Meanwhile, somebody has to run the country, and the business of briefing the incoming administration, and that's not happening. President-elect Joe Biden doesn't seem to be too, I mean, he's concerned, but he doesn't seem to be too worried about it. I guess at the end of the day, he was, after all, elected to be the next president of the United States. So I believe he seems to be, in public, taking it in stride, because this is just additional antics by Donald Trump and his lackeys. But Joe Biden tends to think that everything's going to be okay at the end of the day. I tend to agree with him. Sorry, drinking coffee. I was up early. I've been up since 2 a.m. Can't go back to sleep. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm interested to see what Trump's endgame is. Could he be avoiding future prosecutions, indictments? Could it be that that's why he's prolonging this? That could be his motivation. If it is, then hey, it is what it is. But don't hold the country hostage because of your personal interest, because you're self-preservation at this moment. But you are a 74-year-old man, and you happen to be the president of the United States, and you should be able to make a decisive decision. And you decided to fight the public and fight the voters and fight the decision that was cast by the elected voters. So the registered voters in this country, they made a decision, but Donald Trump doesn't like what the decision, doesn't like the outcome of the decision, and this is his attempt to hold democracy hostage, and his soft political coup and his subordinates. The Republican Party is afraid to even put up a resistance towards them because they're looking out for their self-interest of these 70 plus million votes, Trump supporters that they like to get their hands on, so to speak, or farce. They like to woo in their direction. So there you have it. It all comes down to politics, and this is the game they play in Washington. And so we, as the general public, have to wait and see how it plays out. We have to be patient and be open-minded as well, I would assume. So regardless of your political interests. So hopefully the president will do the right thing, but we're already 3 weeks in. It's almost, and we still have these shenanigans by the Trump campaign. So they seem to be dug in, and he seems to be running out of options. I guess he's going to concentrate on Georgia. He's going to concentrate on Wisconsin, and I believe maybe Michigan, probably Arizona at this point. So we'll see how it plays out. But so far, it's not looking too good for him because, once again, he doesn't have anything to support his claims, and that's pretty important when you're going to court and you're making allegations regarding something as big as a presidential election. So this is his stage. This is how he plans to go out. But like I said in a previous video, he can really get behind some good bills that's on the table, like the Emmett Till lynching bill, anti-lynching bill, and the John Lewis Voting Act bill. He can really get behind those things and hammer out some type of deal, and he can really, champion his cause towards that. But he won't do that. So he's only looking out for his self-interest. So there you go. We've seen this act over and over again for 4 years, and the public and the American voters, registered voters, people have spoken. And once again, Donald Trump, they have chosen to move on from your administration and select a new regime. So that's America. Thank you for tuning in. That's my time, and I'll see you soon. Bye.